I want to talk about why the fear of exhaustion and the fear of being burned out is much more problematic than actually being burned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some of these 4 or 5 minute YouTube video shorts that we're going to put on here when I'm out about in between meetings and just kind of near these really amazing views. I'm out here by a park by my house because I think it's very important to cover this topic because there is a lot of nonsense when it comes to exhaustion and burnout. Now, before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below if these are myths that you've heard. And if you're interested in our coaching or webinar services, please email info@ocdrecovery.com. So 30 years ago, let's think about the internet, right? When was the internet really mainstream? Let's say in the 90s. Before the internet, there was no information, nothing on burnout or exhaustion. Now, being burned out and being exhausted is absolutely real. And sleep, true sleep deprivation can have some serious problems on your health. But the reality is this, you could still accept that. You could still accept the fact that you might not sleep that well when you're going through OCD and anxiety recovery. You could accept the fact that you'll probably make a mistake because you might be a little bit too tired. But you can break down the realities of your body more than likely finding sleep. Now, a lot of people say that's reassurance. It's not reassurance, that's the reality. The reality is your body in some way will find a way to get sleep. I have not met one person who has died from being tired in the way that an OCD sufferer imagines in the moment. Now, chronic sleep deprivation, being tired 24/7, can that make you die of an early death? Sure, who knows? Not going to be able to figure that out. This is why uncertainty is absolutely key. But you're going to have to break this down. I was watching a video that Rob sent me by someone, his name is Bob Parsons, and he started GoDaddy. Now, GoDaddy, well, he started a finance engineer, computer engineer company, I think before GoDaddy, but he talked about how he would stay up for 60 hours straight working until he was hallucinating. Now, that is not what I'm recommending you do, but it's an example. Think about people at war. Maybe you got into a firefight and you went to sleep at midnight and then your city got bombed at 12:32. You couldn't just say, oh my gosh, I didn't sleep 6 hours, I have to get up. No. So you have to break down the fear of being overwhelmed and the fear of being too tired. If you want to achieve something in your life, something substantial, something meaningful, you're more than likely going to be tired. Look at any athlete, any mother, any business owner, businesswoman, anyone that's not sitting on the couch playing video games, doing something substantial. Well, actually, that's not true because I was in such a video game world that even the video gamers are not sleeping. The biggest streamers on earth, there's a guy named Summit1G, he's not sleeping. And all Nick Merckx and all these other big Twitch streamers, it's just not as detrimental as you think. If you are going to die, you're going to die one day and you're going to get lots of sleep. The reason why I talk about this topic so much is because there's so much nonsense out there about trying to live forever. Give you an example. Chris Helmsworth, we talked about this today on the video that's coming up with Gemma and Moment. He has a new show coming out. He's the guy who plays Thor with longevity experts, as they like to call themselves. Longevity experts. As I like to say, existing experts and not living experts. They're not living. You're not living if you're only worried about longevity. Now, are they doing some great groundbreaking research? That's a tongue twister. Sure, but you're going to die. You don't need to live till 90. You don't have to live it at all. You literally are not promised any amount of life. It's all a perception that you've come up with. The reason why people want to live forever is very simple. We live in the most comfortable time period ever, especially if you live in America. If you're in the bottom 10% of America, you're in the top fucking 90% in many other places. It's all about a matter of perspective. And then people with all the money in the world could still be miserable. So it's very important to realize that we live in the most comfortable time ever, so people don't want to die. So they're obsessed with living forever. You don't need any health hacks. There's no such thing as a biohack. There is no such thing as a biohack. There's no such thing as a life hack. It all comes down to the same principles for years and years and years. Balance, moderation. And if you're going to be unbalanced and you're going to be unmoderated, when it comes to maybe wanting to be the best in the world at something, that's okay too, as long as you accept that you're more than likely not going to have a balanced life. It can go both ways. But the problem is, people are so afraid of the detriments of being tired. I see it in the groups all the time. You have to sleep 9 hours a day. You got to take a nap. No, you don't. It's all bullshit. It's nonsense. You don't need any of that. What you need to do is actually learn how to perceive through your goals. That's the key. Absolutely key. And I think that realizing that is very, very critical. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short. If you want to see more videos like this with I'm out and about, let me know. Sorry, I got a text. So usually I turn my phone on airplane mode, but I forgot. I just got a a text in a row. From Erica, ask me what I want for dinner. And I don't know what I want for dinner. That's a great question. So please email info@OCD Recovery again if you're interested in that. And see you on the next short or the next long video.